Take two! Hey there guys, Reckoning here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of War's Resurrection of the Dark Dragon. In the last episode, we defeated some of the minions of Ramladu in our attempt to get closer to him so we can defeat him and, get him out of the way so we can go after Darksoul before he summons the end of all mankind as we know it. And in between episodes, I, did some item managing, some selling, and I was actually able to get a hold of a holy ring, which is a very useful item because it actually negates curses as long as you have it equipped. With a holy ring, you can actually equip both of the cursed rings and a cursed weapon if you want, as long as you have the holy ring equipped, which is a very good thing to have in this version of the game specifically, because if you happen to be cursed and don't have a holy ring on, it kind of paralyzes you and you can't attack, from what I've read on a forum. The effects of a curse were nowhere near as bad in the original, because it's like, you can still attack, but it's like, you have a chance of being hurt. So, oh, okay, I can deal with that. Where in this it's much worse. So, because I didn't think Guns was overpowered enough, I was like, you know what, Guns? You get the Devil Lance, you get the Evil Ring, you get the Black Ring. Because I felt that Guns needed 82 attack. That's what I felt. But actually, looking into it, I could actually give this to Ernest if I felt like it. I'm actually curious. Black Ring increases by 6. Okay, so it increases by 14. Okay. Oh, you can use that to cast a shield spell. So if you take 14 away from what Guns has, he's just a little bit above Ernest. So probably the optimal thing you want to do is have 2 holy rings, give 1 ring to one of your knights, give 1 to the other. That's probably the optimal thing you want to do. Just so they're both powerful. Or you can just have, 1 overpowered and 1 still powerful, but not as powerful. Now, the reason I said take 2 was because, well, there's actually 2 reasons. One, when I first recorded this episode, I recorded it with the wrong microphone, as unbelievable as that may sound. As it turns out, my laptop has a webcam built into it and a microphone. Think of that what you will. So, if my Turtle Beach does not happen to be plugged in before I guess my recorder's opened up, which, I guess that might make sense. Well, if it's not plugged in, it's like, oh, can't find Turtle Beach. Wait, there's another one we can go to, and it'll just default to that until you change it back. I didn't realize it did this, and recorded an entire episode using the crappy mic built into my laptop. Looking back over it, I was like, this can't see the light of day. So, I scrapped it. So, we're going to be recording that episode again. Another reason is because I was unable to kill Ramladu with Narsha. I got very close, and then Blue stole the kill. Yeah. Because, as it turns out, Blue is, like, one of the only characters we have on the team that can actually help in battling Ramladu, because with the way he's positioned, your melee characters can only hit him from the front. If you have somebody with range, they can hit as well. But Blue can, like, hover, I guess, over his, to his sides, which I guess would be over his throne, and attack him that way. Blue, even with his, an attack buff, only did like 9 damage to him. So he had, I think I had brought Ramladu down to 20 HP. Let's keep going while we do this. I think I'd brought Ramladu down to 20 HP. And I was like, okay, Blue, odds are you're not going to take this kill, so we can just a little bit more, just so Narsha could be ensured to get the kill. So Blue attacks, does 9 damage, brings Ramladu down to 11. Then, it's like, okay. It's like, we're in the clear. Then it says, Blue gets in a flurry of attacks. I'm like, okay, that's getting awful close. But I'm like, okay, odds are it's going to be a regular attack. He'll bring him down another 9 to 2. That did not happen. As luck would have it, Blue did a super attack, killing Ramladu. To which I said, God damn it, Blue, the one time I don't want you to kill something, you kill it. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. Now, let's start this battle after I've wasted almost 5.5 minutes of your time. Even more than I wasted in the original recording of this, where I wasted a lot of time. Alright, I'm ready to begin the battle against Ramladu. You know, victory conditions are defeat him. You get nothing for winning, other than if you use Narsha and then you get his card, and you don't have Blue steal the kill. You think it's over? Guess again! Now you'll taste the real power of the Runefrost army. I still get way too into that. Turn 1. Now, there's not much to this battle. If you want, you can end it off quickly by running straight up to Ramladu, knocking him out. Or, if you think you need a little bit more experience for the upcoming battles, not that my team probably needs it, you can run down here, and there's plenty of enemies for you. The only danger here is the Torch Eyes. The only danger. Ramladu has an okay meta of attack, but it's not like he's going to one-shot you, unless you're maybe and Rye. So for the most part, you're in the clear. Problem is, real quick, look at how much health Ramladu has. 99. Any closer he'd get question marks. It's like, oh, over 99, we can't track that. And he's got 20 MP. Now, he is equipped with, I believe it's the Holy Staff. It's the Vicar weapon that every turn recovers 3 HP, like Ernest's Valkyrie. Now, that's not a big deal, because, you know, well, you actually probably don't know this because I didn't bring it up the entire game. But for some reason in the original, bosses could just regenerate health. I don't know how they did it, but it's like you'll attack them, do 20 damage, and you'll look next turn, they haven't done anything, but they've gotten like 10 of that health back. So you're like, to keep hitting them and hitting them and hitting them, and eventually you just kill them. What Ramladu can do is, he has 20 MP. He's the father of Narsha. He has a healing spell. He has Aura 4. So, yeah. Ramladu is able to fully heal himself once. And should he want to, he can cast the Aura 4 and heal everything else on the battlefield. Excluding your teammates, of course. So, you know, if you've got half your team fighting down below and, you know, like 3 of your members fighting up top, you know, that you might want to take that into account. Not that it's a big deal. It's like, oh, you healed it like 10 points. Like, I can run over and one-shot it anyway. Ooh. No, but it's not a big problem, though. Just gotta know what you're doing. Alright. Why not? The goal here is just, Narsha needs the attack, give Narsha the attack. Gork can assist. Actually, come to think of it, I can have Blue up top assisting, because Blue being as defensive as he is, Ramladu can't do anything to him. Which damage is that going to do? Yeah, 1 damage, okay. Steel Claws, nothing to write home about. They do 1 damage no matter what. In the original, however, and I believe I mentioned this at some point, in the original, Steel Claws could use lasers. And it was only long range, so it was just like fighting a Torch Eye. Not fun, so to speak. So that's that, as I almost bumped my microphone, or probably do bump it. And as I lose my train of thought, yeah. Steel Claws used to have laser attacks, they don't have them now, meaning they're pretty much worthless enemies as soon as you have enough defense to only take 1 damage from them. That's kind of what I was getting at. And Hanzo leveled up. Fantastic. Okay. I wouldn't say that using Hanzo's D-Soul would be useful at any point in the battle. Because I highly doubt it would work on Ramladu, being that he's a boss and everything. But if you want to try it, be my guest. I just don't think it'll work. But, on an unrelated note, on cards, as we're working our way toward, getting Ramladu's card, all that really remains in the game is boss battles. You know, after this, there's another boss battle. And after that, there's another boss battle. I know how to get Ramladu's card, I know how to get the card in the next battle. I don't know how to get the card in the next battle. I think I have an idea of how to do it. And in the final battle, I know how to do it, but it's kind of odd. Because we would need to switch up our team very slightly to get it. But I have an idea of who I would take out for it. But I'd probably also need to do some off-screen grinding. So, my head itches, but I can't scratch it through my Mario hat. Yeah, I have a Mario hat. Get at me. So, yeah. For the rest of the chapter, being the rest of the game, we have almost everything we need to get all the cards. We just need to switch out one character to get the very last one. And it might be difficult, since they're not exactly an attacking class, and I don't really know how to use them. And, you know, the final boss is pretty powerful. And devastating. But hey, gotta get it at some point. I figure getting all the cards is gonna be very, very aggravating, because you have to get... Well, if you want to get the one perk of New Game Plus, as far as I know, which is Tao's alternate costume, you have to get every card in the game. And then beat the game, and Pillar Flame. So yeah, you have to get every single card, beat the game, and then talk to the girl in the mountain hut in Chapter 1, next to where you get Gort. If everything's done properly, you will receive Tao's costume, the Teeny Bikini. And being this is the remake, and they actually have good graphics, you will actually see a alternate battle sprite. In the original, the costumes did not change the in-battle sprite. The overworld sprite, it did change. But it was in 16-bit, so it wasn't really anything special. But yeah. In the original, they didn't have altered attack animations having different costumes. In this game, they do. Where Enrai would usually hit something with her staff, she now, you know, smacks them with a fan. Chris would usually hit things with a staff, she would hit them with a broom with a costume on. Tao would usually hit things with her staff if she didn't have her costume on. If she does have her costume on, she hits them with an inner tube. For some unknown reason. I guess it's the only thing they could have figured out for that. It's like, well, it's a bikini, give her something beach-related. An inner tube. Not like a pool noodle or something. Actually, giving her a pool noodle would have been pretty hilarious. Come to think of it. You just see her running down the battlefield about to cast Blaze with a pool noodle. It's like... I don't even know how to... How do you respond to somebody running at you with a pool noodle, exactly? About to, you know, cast fire magic on you. You just look at them, and then they hit you with a pool noodle. And you just give up. Like, you can't recover from being hit by a pool noodle. At least I don't think you can. If somebody runs at you and hits you, like, square in the face with a noodle, you're done. You have nothing on them. Your arguments are made invalid by that point. and you just lose. So yeah, that's costumes, and I don't remember where I read it, but I think I read somewhere that Narsha can equip it as well. But I don't know if that's true, and I haven't looked up a sprite to see if that actually is true. Maybe I should do that for verification. Like that would be interesting if they made a costume that applied to 2 different characters. But in relation to costumes in the original, Chris didn't have one, Narsha didn't exist by that point. I believe the only 2 that you could really find were Enrise and Tao's. Tao's could be obtained... Where could you find hers? I believe after you beat the first battle of Chapter 3, you go into the cave where the Moonstone is, and there's a hidden chest. You find it, and I believe that's where you get Tao's costume. Which I believe... I want to say it was the Sugoi Mitsugi. I think that's what it was called. But apparently from what I was reading on, I forget what site it was, but I think it was like RPG Shrine or something. I've gone there once in a while for like walkthroughs and information on various RPGs. I believe it said that Tao actually had 2 costumes. One was the Sugoi Mitsugi, or the bikini, and one was like a rifle for some reason. Now, through my ROM hack of the original, I was able to, of course, buy it as soon as I got to the first shop. But I put it on Tao and nothing seemed to happen. So I was like, what? This is odd. It's like I have this other costume apparently and it doesn't do anything. Of course, it would only change like overworld sprites, so you wouldn't see much of a difference anyway. But still, you could probably see some kind of difference. Ouch. That was a painful hit. So yeah, that's basically costumes in the first game. And I don't know why I got on costumes. Oh right, I was talking about cards. Right. So this is not going to be fun. So getting all the cards is actually quite time-consuming. Because as it would turn out, most of the characters, you can only get their card from getting their entire story. What this means is, when you get them, I'm pretty sure the way you have to do is you keep them in your team, and you don't let them die. If they die, you don't get their story. They will stop at some point, and it'll be done. You have to get their entire story to get their card. If you mess it up, odds are you'd have to start the entire game all over again. Or at least restart your playthrough with that. And I don't exactly know how they would do that. So, could be aggravating, to say the least. But yeah, that's cards. And then there's the other ones that I just forgot to get, which I could pick up at some point, but as soon as you get all the cards, like, your only reward, as far as I know, your only reward is a costume for Tao. If you don't plan on using Tao at all, you have absolutely no reason to get any cards. It's only if you intend on using Tao as long as possible. And Rai is an okay character, but when compared to Musashi, Adam, Hanzo, Guntz, Blue, Ernest, Luke, and Gort, basically the rest of the team, she kind of lags behind. Because at this point, a mage is really not that powerful. Or at least, like, if I were to use a mage at this point, I'd probably go to, I'm talking like attack mage, I would probably go with Domingo or Aleph. Like, Domingo would master his freeze magic as soon as possible, so it'd be good on that in that aspect. Where Aleph would be able to max her bolt, which would be good, because you do fight a good amount of robots after you get her, so it could be useful. Now, what can we use here? I believe that was fixed. Don't remember if that fixed it or not. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix it when I get back. I'll use it again and, like, crumble to pieces or something. Huh. Never thought of doing this. That'll help. I noticed this video's going on for quite a while, but I mean, we're right at the end of the battle, and yeah. I figure what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably scrap this idea at some point, but like, we're close to episode 50, as you can probably tell. Like, if you look at the title, you'll see, oh, episode 47. If I did my math correctly, which I probably didn't, I should be able to actually have the final boss and the finale in episode 50. And if I can do that, well then damn. I'll do that. That's only if I can do that. Ooh, that's quite an attack. Ah, that's quite an attack you got there, Luke. That's quite an attack there, and of course Narsha can't get in the deal with killing Blow, because she'd be able to deal with it at that point. Alright. Stand back. Alright. He's gonna heal himself. Does that fully heal him? Oh my, it does. So, yeah, that one site that said it only cures for 40? Yeah, you were wrong. It's a full heal. I have a feeling that Musashi would bring him down pretty quick. Also, I could use Supernova. Oh, that's right, I didn't cast attack on him. Yeah, so if you need it to be slowly chipped down, then you can use blue. Now let's move aside. Have Musashi step in. Turn 8. I realize that this is going on a bit longer than it should, but, I mean, this is the boss of the battle, so. And that was a good series of attacks. All I gotta hope for is that Musashi isn't too overpowered that he just one-shots, or two-shots Ramladu. That's all I gotta hope for. Alright. Musashi steps up to the plate. Okay, 25 damage is good. That is a good amount of damage. Now, is this a good idea? Something tells me this is gonna kill him. Damn it, I was right. Okay, that's not a problem. That is not a problem. Okay, so, that is technically the end of this video. Next time, well, in between videos, I will redo the battle, and, I'll start off the next video with Narsha getting the killing blow, or something like that. And then we'll go on to the next battle, which could be lengthy. Yeah, probably will be. Or we could just rush through, and I don't know what we're gonna do. But, yeah, another KS. So, in between, I'm gonna, do that, and we'll do something in the next one. So, Until then, I'm Reckoning, you the viewer. Give me a like or favorite if you like this video. Leave me a comment telling me whatever you guys want to tell me. Share this with your friends if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you feel like it. And until next time, keep on shining.